DEKU versus Bakugo, round 2, here we go. Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be watching My Hero Academia Season 3, Episode 23. We are near the end of Season 3. If you guys don't know, I will be reacting to the next opening for Season 4. I know there's 2, I believe, that I have not done. We're going to do the first one at the very end of this season, so look out for that. The last time we seen these guys fight, it seems like it's been forever, really. It's been a while, so it's gonna be interesting to see, with no distractions or anything like that, where this can go. And they're so much stronger and so much more powerful than they were before. I'm excited to see the development and what's going to happen between those two. As I said at the end of last, and make sure you guys check the end discussions at the end of the episodes, because I go very thorough and full on. I said that I wanted to know what would happen if Bakugo wins, Bakugo loses. I feel like it's a lose-lose situation for him, because either way, I don't think he's going to be happy regardless. So how will he react to the ending and the conclusion of this? What if it's a tie? What's gonna happen? Anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, check out my patreon.com/ajrich123 for full reactions and early releases, Twitter @ajrich123, and let's go ahead and start. Oh god. Yeah, let's go full on action.
Overthinking things. Just fight me. You want to spar?
He's going 100%.
You're responsible for rounding them up.
Of course they've been watching and paying attention. This can't go good regardless.
Enough to sneak out.
They're still breaking rules.
You have to stop this. Why hurt each other when we can
Who's
just talk
there?
things out? I know just how much he meant to you when we were growing. I told you to wait. You were always behind me our whole lives.
And now he feels like he's ahead or something.
You were stuck to me. I couldn't get rid of you. No matter how much I tried, you kept coming back.
In small doses,
Why did they choose him?
can be a useful attribute to have. I'd say you certainly have the ability to become a pro hero. I know
Why
that
wouldn't he
you're so
choose
angry,
him?
young
That's
man,
what he's thinking.
because of young Midoriya's sudden improvement.
Why? Why?
That's all he wants to know.
Attack me! Why won't you fight back? Why did I end up having to chase after someone who was always so far behind me? Why did a damn small fry like you get strong? I admired him so much. But it's because of me that he ended up losing his power.
He blames
If I
himself.
had been stronger, if I hadn't been kidnapped by villains, then it never would have happened.
Oh, he blames himself. Oh my god. That's so much different. It's so hard. He's such a hard read. You would have never guessed that he's actually, of course he looks up to All Might, but it's never expressed like how much it is until this. This is insane. Like, you forget that his admiration for All Might is just as much as Deku's, possibly even more. So of course he would feel guilty about that.
I can't get it out of my head! It's like it's constantly playing on loop! So what the hell am I supposed to do? No.
That's so meaningful.
With him the whole time?
Bakugo is such a complicated, beautiful character, though. I love this.
It didn't really matter who won or lost. That wasn't the point. Because in that moment, I was the only person in the world who understood how Kachan felt.
That's so beautiful.
To do this, I'm going all out. I refuse to be your punching bag, Kachan. Let's go.
They really do understand each other.
Emotions, and fighting was the only way he knew how. Our relationship to one another was totally screwed up. Kindergarten, elementary, middle school, high school.
Forever.
We'd known each other for so long, but until that point, we'd never talked about how we really felt.
This is how they talk. This is how Bakugo talks.
Can't let him think.
You can't forget Bakugo is pretty damn powerful. No time for that.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised that we've both been getting stronger. What are you smiling
Of course
about?
you have. This is how they push each other.
I hate most about you.
His hate can be an asset in this situation.
No matter how much I beat you up, you keep coming back. It's obvious you've always looked down on me. Wait, is that what you actually believed all this time?
Keith really thinks that he's looking down on him?
If I looked down on you, I wouldn't want anything to do with you anymore.
That's blind.
There were things I hated about you, sure, but I could clearly see how amazing you were. All Might was my hero, but you were the one actually in my life! I thought you were incredible, Kachan. I wanted to see what you'd become! That's the reason! I kept chasing after you!
This is the best way to communicate for them. Like, their communication, even though Deku can try to talk, I feel like Bakugo earns more and interprets fighting and I think this is going to be the only way they really are able to understand each other more, because as much as Deku thinks he understands him, as we just saw, the way he was surprised when Bakugo's telling him, you always look down on me, you always, like, he didn't realize you can never really truly understand someone if you don't understand their thinking. And Deku is now learning that, and he can apply that in the way he talks to Bakugo. And I think this fight in general is happening because Deku understands the way Bakugo learns, and he knows this is the best way for them to finally be able to understand each other. This is great. Completely.
Going from a continuous 5% to 8% isn't a dramatic change in the long run. But with that slight difference.
And more strength now is great. He can boost it up. Damn. The improvements are just like over the top. So much stronger.
I'd never admit something like this to your face. When I get riled up and my desire to win surpasses my desire to save someone, I start talking like you. But my idea of victory is so tied to the image of you in my head that in those moments I can't help but imitate you.
Just like he looks up to All Might, he looks up to Bakugo?
Without a plan. But I'm not nice enough to let him pummel me, just to relieve a little stress.
He's taken some of Bakugo and made it his own.
The only reason I'm using my kicks is so my arms don't get too abused.
He's applied it to his own fighting style.
You're the best. That's why I want to defeat you.
Now, it's your turn.
Because he knows he has to. When my hero does those moments, they do them.
This borrowed quirk. I won't lose to you.
God, when my hero makes those moments, they fucking go all out. 0 to 100, man.
That's it. We're done here. I won this fight. David, using his strength, even after making it your own, somehow you still managed to lose to me.
But are you happy from this result?
Why?
Sorry, but I heard what you said.
What good timing.
Right. When do you get here?
What?
I didn't notice before.
Why did you pick Deku?
That's what he wants to know.
Sludge villain game, didn't it? So why him?
I knew you were strong. That much was obvious. You were someone who could already fight. So I decided that he should have a chance to stand in the ring.
But now you know I'm weak too.
This is not your fault, young Bakugo. I was always going to lose my power. You couldn't do anything to change that. You are strong. I apologize. Sometimes I forget that you're children.
That's what he needs.
Striving to be the best, like you, young Bakugo. And caring deeply about people, about rescuing those in trouble, like you, young Midoriya. Both of those feelings are necessary in a hero. Now that you've laid your feelings out on the table, maybe you can understand each other.
I think they can.
Mutual respect and focus on making one another stronger. I've no doubt you'll become the ultimate heroes.
I think they're still gonna argue, but I think this is a good learning situation.
You had the strongest guy in the world lay the groundwork for you. Don't
And you
you
still-
dare lose again.
He doesn't want him to lose, yeah.
I'll work harder.
I was getting that
so
from
that I
that.
can beat you. And you don't want this to get out, because that would be bad.
Of course he's not
Don't
gonna say
worry, your
anything, come on.
secret's safe with me.
Mhm.
I won't tell anyone what's going on. Unlike DEKU, I can keep my mouth shut. This will stay between us. I'm not doing this for you. It would just be a real pain if this got out and messed stuff up.
Now that it's come to this, I can explain what's happened between me and young Midoriya. That's only fair.
You've been watching me and everyone around you, absorbing what you see to get stronger. Well, I can do the exact same thing and keep getting better myself. I'll go higher than even you, Chosen One.
This is gonna push him even more.
I have to go higher than you! Damn it, nerd! I just said I was gonna be the one to surpass you!
I know, and now I'm saying that I'm gonna go beyond that level.
What?
Beyond, of course.
They've become proper rivals now.
True rivals. They understand each other in some regard.
You fought the night you finished the preliminary hero licensing exam. I'm glad to see that you two have so much energy.
I saw. Wait, hold up with those restraints. It's my fault that they sparred in the first place.
I understand they're at the practice field.
Yes, I wanted to catch you before you went.
I thought it was a bad guy at first.
I've known these two since before they came to UA, and I've given the pair quite a bit of thought. Will you leave them to me for now? It seems young Bakugo has been feeling like he was responsible for my retirement. He had to face the licensing exam with those pent-up emotions, and then his inferiority complex exploded as this happened.
That's pretty,
It's all because I didn't realize I
thorough.
was being negligent.
So you can't fully blame
I
them.
understand that they felt they had to break the rules. But this isn't something I can just ignore. There must be a suitable punishment. Who threw the first punch? You're both on house arrest. 4 days for Bakugo and 3 for Midoriya. During that time, you'll clean all the common areas in the dorm morning and night.
That's
Plus,
suitable.
I want a written apology. That's all. Go.
That's a proper punishment. We'll take it.
You guys threw down, and now you're under house arrest?
Hilarious! Rich, you're both morons.
Clean the dorms.
So did you guys make up after, or?
Well, it wasn't that we made up exactly.
What about our extra classes? Shut up, my God! This has nothing to do with you!
Okay, well, thanks for cleaning up.
That sucks for them.
About my shoot style. What did you think of it?
Her movements are too obvious. Even when you got faster, I was able to dodge them. You're not gonna win any fight that way. And when you added in punches, it really pissed me off.
Good critiques. That's a benefit right there. So there is learning, like that right there, that little just end credit scene of Bakugo actually giving constructive criticism to his fight, and them even being able to talk to that awkward small length is progress. I love that. I really didn't know how this fight was gonna go. I didn't know if it was just gonna be to no effect and just, you know, what was Bakugo wanting out of this. But man, did we learn so much about. I feel like every 10 episodes or so we get like Bakugo, we get to like Bakugo a little bit more. I really, when I first started this series, Bakugo was very easy to hate, and it was he felt very unlikable. But as someone that's like, I try to think about every scenario, I tried to like him. And the more we've gone through the series, it's been so much easier the more details we get about the way he thinks and how much of a more complicated character than his outside appearance lets him come off. He is such a well-written character, so well-written. that it just makes you like, I root for Bakugo to improve just as much as Midoriya, maybe even more so. I root for him to improve, for him to like, I really hope that he becomes the leader I think he can be. I think he has the most room to improve in his in how he acts and in his character. And I know he looked up to All Might the whole time, right? We've known that. We learned that, you know, a few episodes or so back, but to the extent where he is feeling guilty about him losing his powers, even though Deku was crying during that moment, he felt it just as much because he was blaming himself for the whole situation, and I didn't realize that. And for his personality, someone that does not show like how he actually feels on his outside, like, it was just so surprising. And it just made me like him as a character even more. And Midoriya, and his own growth, being able to see this like from both sides. Like I said during the episode, him being able to understand everything, how he's thinking, is the only way they're going to actually truly be able to talk. As we saw in the end credit scene, there are results. And I think going forward, that's how you become good, healthy rivals. Not bad and evil, good and evil rivals. Healthy rivals that help build each other up and grow in strength and smarts and intelligence. And I think that was a true benefit of this episode. I just we're at the near end of the season here. We have 2 or 3 more episodes. I wonder where it's gonna go from here. What's the next step? There was nothing. It wasn't really hinted here, so I wonder where they're gonna go forward. But I think this was a good step towards Bakugo and Midoriya's relationship, and especially that first 5 or 6 minutes, maybe first 10 minutes, got me feeling. Actually, I'll talk about that for a second. This show tends to do it in unexpected times, though I felt like it was going to hit when they said they're going to fight. I knew there was going to be that moment, but I get that moment, and let me know if you guys feel the same. I get these moments during this show, and we've seen it happen in season 2 episode 10, season 2 episode 9, like the Todoroki Midoriya fight, Bakugo and what was it? Ochako fight, and the Midoriya fight, you know, saving Koda. And we get these moments where it's like I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I did like when I was like a young kid like watching DBZ, like those moments that like lift you and make you obviously root for the characters, but not in like a like general way. Like, it builds my emotions. I feel it. Does that make any sense? Like, there's scenes in a show that does that, and I got a lot of that from Attack on Titan when I watched that show, but this is a different type of feeling, I guess. And it happened for a little bit in this episode too, and I think I like that because it surprises me when it happens. It builds me up, and it makes me like the most it just makes me so excited but so passionate at the same time. And this show just sneakily does that, and I feel it coming when it does, and that's what happened at the beginning of this episode. I felt it. I was like, oh, it's one of those moments. It feels nostalgic, even though it's not nostalgia off the show, but the moment and the feeling feels nostalgic to me, and I love it. And I hope we have a whole nother season after this, and I can't wait for more moments like that. The show really does bring that out in me, and I love it. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to this point, hit that notification bell, smash that like button. Also, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/ajrich123 for full reactions and early releases. I'd appreciate that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.